is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday to everyone. Today we're just going to go on a little cruise, and I'm going to try this whole chit-chat thing that I was talking about in yesterday's video. I need to go get gas. I have like 3 bars left, and I have no idea how much that actually entails, and I want to go on a little bit of a decent ride today. Nothing too crazy. The weather is nice. I'm just out here cruising by myself, but I need to go get some fuel if I want to go do the ride that I think I have planned. It's gonna go downtown a little bit and up a fun road, assuming that there's no traffic. I always get caught in traffic, which is never fun, but we'll figure it out. All right, we are about to be making our left into the fun roads. So I guess I can start with going over just things that I already love about the bike, right? I'm gonna start, this is completely unprepared, I'm just doing this just strictly for fun. Let's see, let's make this turn real quick. Okay, and we are good. First thing, I really like the TFT, the little screen. I just think it doesn't really do much yet. Once I get the Bluetooth module thing working and the cruise control and all that stuff, I'm sure it'll serve a better purpose, but for right now it's kind of just a fancy, just look at me type thing. Yeah, so I mean it's cool. I have it as an orange yellow color, but there's like 4 colors. There's green, there's red, there's orange, and then there's white. So it's kind of cool, but I mean there could be better designs for it. I know that I think it's the 2017 and 2019 ones are like way better. Like there's like the tack's on like the right side, and I don't know, it's just easier to read. This one's kind of difficult to read, like you probably can't see, but in the bottom left and right, those are my like fuel and my temperature. So it's kind of difficult to see, like especially in direct sunlight, you're not seeing anything. But I mean, other than that, the dash is TFT is pretty cool. The Trident has that small little one, like a 2x2, I would say. It gives you what you need to see. It is easier to read, I'll tell you that. But I don't know, I like the dash. That's kind of one of the reasons why I chose, well, not one of the reasons, but, well, yeah, no, it is one of the reasons I chose the RS over the R. That and the suspension differences and the gearing differences, and 10 more horsepower. Who would complain about 10 more horsepower? I sure won't. Every little bit helps. Let's just enjoy this real quick. I just don't know where that next speed bump is. I don't want to screw myself. Oh, those are holes. Oh man, that's sketch. These roads can be really good and then go to hell in a turn, and they're usually like in the turns or like right outside the turn, so it's a little sketchy. Okay, number 2 is going to be kind of the ergonomic of this bike. So at a solid 5'5", midday 5'6" when I wake up, I don't feel cramped. Nothing hurts on this bike. I mean, like I said, I'm short, so my knees aren't like in my chest. I'm not super hunched over. It is a fairly lean forward position, just because my arms aren't very long, kind of like a T-Rex. But it's not draining really. Like I don't find any fatigue or anything like that. So if you're taller, maybe it would be better in the arms, worse in the legs. I'm not sure, but I just feel like I kind of sit on top of this bike, which is nice. I have the lowered seat, so that kind of helps for sitting in the bike as opposed to like on the bike, because it lowers it like 20 millimeters or 21 millimeters, which for me is awesome. I explained that in yesterday's video, but no, I mean it's a little like right here, it's a little like sharp in the legs. You can feel it in the thighs after like a long ride, but I'm sure, oh thanks guys, I'm sure it's kind of something that you get used to, and you learn where to put your feet at what, or your legs at what time. But I mean, other than that, no real complaints. yeah, I mean it is harder than the stock seat. I mean, obviously there's less foam. It has to have some shape, but less foam. All right, we're gonna move on to number 3, and that's probably gonna be the most obvious one, is the sound of the triple engine. It's glorious. I mean, I have no problem with, you know, I'm not very educated in things that aren't 3 cylinders, but you know, the 4-cylinder bikes, you know, they have that cool like growl to them. This has more of like a turbo like whistle thing. It just, I mean, it's not a turbo whistle, because I definitely know what that sounds like. It just has like a weird turbo-esque sound. Oh man, it's so good. Get leaned over. Yep. This can't be the same Volvo wagon from yesterday. There's no way. But yeah, okay, so 3-cylinder engine. It kind of reminds me of like Mazda's rotary, right? I mean, it's interesting because you could do like 3 rotors, 4 rotors, 2 rotors, things like that. It's just, I've always found different things cooler. Not to sound like a hipster, but like I really like rotary engines. I like 3-cylinder engines. Like in that new the Corolla GR, that thing has a 3-cylinder. It's freaking sweet. I just think that it's cool. It has a distinct sound, right, that only really Triumph nowadays uses, and the MT-09. I think the MT-09 has a triple, which is pretty cool. I don't know why Yamaha decided to do that, but sure, they wanted to nibble on Triumph's toes, I would assume. Probably not. Regardless, I've heard that's a great bike too. In fact, I was looking at MT-07s before I got my Trident. I was pretty much dead sold on one of those things. Those bikes are super cool. But the fit and finish of Triumph sold it to me, just because I'm an Audi guy, European cars. I really like the fit and finish that Triumph offers. Everything just looks so like polished and complete, just down to every little bolt and little detail. And then that even goes for their engines too. I mean, this thing was made for, you know, Moto 2, which I am in no way, shape or form a Moto 2 rider. I've only been doing this for a year, but I've ridden motorcycles a lot in my younger days. I sound old there. When I was young, I used to ride dirt bikes a lot, so I have very fine knowledge. I dodged a bee there. Very fine knowledge of how to ride 2-wheeled things. But yeah, engine's great. Torque comes on really nicely. It's nice and smooth. It's very linear. This bike is very, very linear, and that could be because of the assist I have. I currently have it in road mode. There's 4 modes. There's actually maybe 5. I don't know. I've only had the bike 2 weeks, and I haven't really gotten out of much. I've just been in road mode. There's track mode, which I haven't touched. I'm too scared to do that, honestly. That just sounds terrifying. So track mode, there's sport mode, which I should be in, and then there's road mode, wet, and then or rain, and then I think it's user defined, so like personal or whatever it's called, where you can kind of set up whatever assists you want, which this thing has all the assists, which I think is why I'm so comfortable to just jump on this thing and ride with only like a year experience of actually riding on the road. I try to ride as much as physically possible with work and you know, watching my little Korg and you know, just making sure that I don't completely fall into an obsession, which, you know, I technically am already there, fall into an obsession where this is like the only thing that I ever want to do all day long, which is, I mean, I do, but 7 months, it's been 7 months since I've ridden. So I mean, obviously right now the weather's fantastic. It's 71 degrees outside. I'm just cruising around. I got this new mesh jacket, a Revit Eclipse jacket, and just a t-shirt underneath, and it feels so good. It feels so fantastic, just to finally get out, get some vitamin D, enjoy these roads, kind of just relax after so long of being cooped up inside with the rain and all that stuff. Hopefully this guy sees me. Hello. It's just nice to take a break and just ride, you know. That's kind of why, I mean, that's why I do it. I mean, all these roads are in my backyard. Like, I literally leave the house and cross over the road, and I'm here, right? This is why I got into riding motorcycles, because as you can see, the roads are fantastic. As long as I deal with a couple, you know, holes here and there. It would be awesome if this truck turned left or right. I don't like that lady just standing right there. What are you doing? Out of respect for her, I didn't blow by her, but man, it's so nice outside. You know, it's nice outside when you walk outside, and it's nice outside. Oh, so good. Oh, I was talking about like why I got into riding is because all these roads are just right behind my house, and it's just you can see kind of down here there's like nobody. Roads are nice-ish, right? You have holes in some places that you're gonna have to watch out for, but oh, hold on, we got kids. There's a kid sign. Slow down. So I'm saying, be respectful, because you never know. Alright, Ford, I see you. Wanna have some fun? Man, I'm getting hit by bugs today. Whew. So I think I did number 4, and that was just the engine. I could have been 3, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about numbers. I'm just here talking and trying this whole moto vlog, whatever you want to call it, thing out, just because, why not? I ride so much, I might as well talk about things that are on my mind and just general whatever. I have a problem with swearing. It's been pointed out by many people, not on YouTube, but like my family, right? I like to swear. I think it's fun. I think it provides emphasis on the things, but for YouTube's sake and for me to not look like a complete here's one asshole, I'm just gonna simply not. I'm gonna try my best to refrain from using that, just so that, you know, if younger people, impressionable people wanted to watch this, why not? Where was I? The whole swearing thing, yeah, it's been a problem, but it's fun. Oh, this is pretty through here. Look at this. We got the chevrons. Slow down a little bit, because I have no idea. I haven't ridden this in at least 7 months, so just one sign, so it's not super. Ow, man, I'm getting hit by bugs. Oh yeah, let's go for it here. Golly, this thing is fast. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. When literally as I was swinging a leg over when I purchased this bike, Nick, the salesman at Cascade Moto, amazing place. If you guys are in Beaverton or Oregon, for the matter, Washington, wherever, go talk to Nick and Kenny at Cascade Moto Triumph. So the way I understand it is, if I grab a handful of front brake, right? Let's say I'm cruising, I need to do an emergency stop. If I grab a handful of that front brake, it's gonna apply some rear brake, and I found that to be super cool for I mean a number of reasons. Realistically, I'm at a loss of words. It's just that it's that cool, right? You grab front, you're not gonna drop it, you slide the front out, you're not gonna hurt yourself. I found that cool, and you can feel it sometimes. I've locked the brakes up I think a couple times on this thing so far, just kind of trying to bed the pads in, and just getting used to the braking just in general. And it's a very cool thing. It's just another one of those assists that I really fell in love with, and I think that that has something to do with the IMU that's new on these bikes. It's not on the 22 models. I'm gonna all right, I'm gonna attempt to go straight here. I don't know how well it's gonna work. I don't like this, because this is an actual highway and there's rocks in the middle. That guy's turning because I want to go up there. Actually, should I go down? I should go down Cornelius Pass. I should go, no, I won't go down. Yeah, I'll go down. No cars? Yeah, I'm gonna go down. Let's go down Cornelius Pass. Why not? yeah, so the front brakes, super cool. Applies some to the back. I really liked that feature. When he told me, I was all stoked about it, just because, I mean, I pretty much only ever use back brake because I'm never in situations where I need to truly have my front brake on. Plus, I'd rather replace one brake pad, or I guess one side brake pad, than two. But anyway, look at this. This is new. They like built this like 2 years ago, I think, and it's so freaking cool because semi trucks drive this a lot. I'm still on newish tires, so I have no idea how grippy these are or what these road conditions are like, so I'd rather not, you know, put myself in a situation. I have no idea where oil is because, like I said, semi-trucks ride down this, so I'd rather not die. So the last thing I want to do is drop a new bike. That, and I don't have riding pants yet, so I need to get those. I do, they just don't fit. That's for different reasons. Oh, but it's good. So the braking thing is cool. Man, I just can't get over this weather. I've been waiting so long for something like this. It's just, whew, it's nice. All right, I'm just cruising on the 30, enjoying it. Since I shouldn't really be on the freeway, I'm kind of just, I mean, this isn't a freeway, this is a highway. But I wanted to, I guess, sit and talk about things that I think that this bike needs. Not that they're bad by any means, but just things that I think that would make this bike like even better. Some water. The first thing I would obviously go for, which is understandable, right, is an exhaust. This thing needs an exhaust so damn bad. But in yesterday's video, I was explaining that due to emissions, they welded the cat and the muffler together, so that won't work. The slip-ons won't work, that is. You're gonna have to do a full system, and I don't think I want to tune the bike yet. I explained this in yesterday's video, but yeah, I just think, I mean, it sounds really good with the growl. You hear the growl, it's cool. I like it. Yeah, so an exhaust would be nice. I'm waiting. I really like the Zard exhaust, the way that thing looks. I have the same one on my Trident, and I think it's awesome. Probably gonna pull over for this car. Yeah, so the Zard looks really nice. It's carbon, black is cool. It's kind of stealthy. And then yeah, Zard or the Project, SC Project one. I think that's super popular. I mean, obviously it sounds good. It's good quality. Titanium too, so really no place. Yeah, that's not a cop. Interesting. Oh, all flustered. Okay, so yeah, exhaust for sure. It depends. If I do it full exhaust and I have to tune it, then I'll probably end up doing an intake too, filter, just to let more growl out. Even though some people say they're pointless, yeah, they're not expensive, so why not? I like short brake levers. These ones are a little bit long. I have shorties. I think Evotech shorties on my Trident, and I love those. They feel good. Like I said, I grew up riding dirt bikes, so I'm used to short brake levers. I just think they're better. Brake and clutch levers. I just think they're better, more ergonomic in many ways. Yeah, so short brake levers. I haven't seen them. I really haven't looked much into them because that's not really on a priority. Priorities are pretty much figuring out which company is going to drop the first exhaust for this thing. I'm really hoping I mean, it's probably going to be SC Projects or Spark or maybe Zard. Who knows? But once somebody drops it, it's game over. Everyone's just going to end up ordering the Hazzies that wants to hear this thing roar. But yeah, enough of the exhaust. So exhaust, brake levers. It's kind of everything else. The cruise control is pretty cool. I think that's something that really drew me into the bike as well. I don't have it yet. It's like $300, which I find to be a little ridiculous, as it's literally just a module that says keep it at this speed. This guy's going very slow, but it's 35 through here. What is all this stuff? Yeah, so the cruise control is cool. I think the bike definitely would benefit, like especially on roads like this, right, where it's just straight on 30. I mean, I know that this is like a more of a track oriented bike, but I mean, who knows? I think cruise control would be cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with any of that. I'm not gonna deal with any of that. I don't like any of that stuff. Last year I not ran into like physically, but I was riding with some friends, and I don't know if it was those guys, but they weren't happy with me. One kind of swerved into my lane to assert their dominance. We were riding like away from each other, and yeah, no, he was not happy with me, so we'll see. That guy was a Mongol, so I have no idea what any of that means, but whatever. I just let them do what they need to do, and however they need to feel, and that's it. That's all it'll be. Okay, sorry, got it completely off again. Just like I said, just spitballing here, just talking about whatever. Just enjoying the nice ride. It's St. John's Bridge, which you've seen in 2 videos now. See it from the bottom now. It looks pretty cool. And my phone can't find the GoPro, which is sick, so I have no idea if I'm recording or not. It looks like it's red, so I'm gonna say yes. I just hope the audio turns out good. It's pretty windy today. At least in this helmet, it feels like it's windy. I don't feel too much on my chest. Okay, so exhaust, short brake levers, which in turn would kind of be with an intake too. And then what else? What did I just say? I was just talking cruise control. Cruise control's cool. Why not? My dad's BMW has cruise control, and he makes fun of me for not having it all day. So, it is what it is. Oh yeah. I am dominant. It is my road. Now we're getting kind of into the industrial section of Portland. Oh man, my nose is itchy. There we go. And see, I'm at the point where last year that ride kind of scared me so much with the gang that rolled up on me that I wait for them to wave at me. I want no trouble with them. I mean, we're all at the end of the day just enjoying. See, they're waving. At the end of the day, we're all just enjoying the same thing. I don't know why it has to be like a whole deal. Like, I will show you respect pretty much 110% of the time. You can get to 99% if you do dumb shit like that, but either way, I'm not gonna fight you or do anything like that. I'm just trying to ride my motorcycle, man. It's nothing else than that. I just want to ride, and I think that that's what they want to do too. But they just feel the need to be dominant. And I say they like they're bad. They're not. I know they're not bad people, right? It's me being a new rider and not knowing proper, I guess, etiquette with biker gangs. So I just kind of let them do what they do now. I'm not gonna get involved. If they're in front of me, I'm not gonna pass them unless they give me a signal. Things like that. Man, I told you this video is all over the place, but I'm just talking, so hopefully you can hear my thoughts. I should have wrote down notes and had it on my phone. That would have been probably the best idea, but I'm riding into downtown, so I'm gonna pause it here, and then when I get into downtown, I'll start recording and we can go from there. Okay, I have 7% left battery in my GoPro, so I didn't bring a spare battery, so I'm gonna close out the video.